my favorite lift. Well, second favorite. It's the king daddy of all the lifts. This is a squat. There's nothing that will set you apart more than being able to do heavy squats. Build your butt, build your legs, build your entire body. The first thing that I look at somebody that plays sports, I look at their legs. If they have big legs, or they have a proportion of legs to the rest of their body, and athletic with muscular legs, I can tell they're an athlete. If their legs are suffering, I know they can't jump high, they can't run fast, you know, they're just not an athlete, they're not proportionate. It separates an athlete from a gym rat. This will, well, I can't really say enough about this lift. I can't emphasize how important it is. A lot of people say, you know, squats only deep palms, lower back palms. Doing squats incorrectly will give you lower back palms, will give you deep palms, give you a whole host of problems. Not doing squats will give you more problems than you could ever imagine. You know, carrying a heavy upper body with a weak lower body will give you more back problems than you'll know to do it. A lot of people have some sort of a safety of the squat. I'm going to show you guys the safest way to do a squat. It's a box squat, and I have some safety bars right here. Normally, if you're doing it by yourself and you're going heavy, you can do safety bars, box squat on that machine right there. Because what it'll allow you to do is allow you to adjust. Up on that, just show it. It'll allow you to adjust these little safety racks to your height. If you can't do the weight, that's fine. You just drop it. Where most of you the curl squat is at the bottom. And what this allows you to do, it allows you to break up the eccentric and the concentric motion. So it minimizes the risk of you running an injury, and that minimizes the risk of you not being able to get up top. So on top of doing it correctly, there should be very little injury. The few places of injury there are, those two will fix that. So if you're at the bottom, and let's say you didn't prepare right, your feet were incorrect, you can just fix that so you get to the bottom. Or let's say you're not as strong as you thought you were today, and you can't put up the weight that you wanted to last week, you can just let it go. And literally like no risk of injury for it. So I'm going to show you guys a box squat for one, and then I'm going to show you guys the regular squat, how I've done it in the past. And just so you know, right now, 90% of my squats are box squats. I rarely do a non-box squat. And I am a competitive powerlifter, so as far as athletes go, the box squat is the way to go. So I'll line up my heels with the very front of this box. I'm going to get it as wide as I can. Normally I'd even go a little bit wider than this. When I sit down, I'm going to sit back, meaning I'm just going to go back, and I'm going to have my shin either up and down, or I'm going to have my foot in front of my knee. I'm going to have my hip break parallel with my knee. That's what you want to look at. Here's my knee right here, and here are my hips. You want that little downward curve. But that's going to just really going to emphasize focus on your hamstring and your body. So that was a box squat. I'll show you guys the real squat. One other thing I forgot to mention is the first thing I want to do when I go towards this, I'm still going to grip the bar as hard as I can. Notice the lower body exercise. I'm going to keep my entire body tight. That's the key to being able to lift heavy weights and staying strong and not getting injured. Just keep your body tight. The second you loosen something up is when you start risking for injury. That's why I keep my feet that wide. The difference between keeping your feet wide and keeping your feet narrow is you're incorporating your hips and you're keeping your feet wide. Anytime you get in an athletic stance, the first thing you do is you widen your feet, whether you're a fighter or a football player, it doesn't really matter. And wide always transfers to narrow. Wide squats, wide deadlifts will transfer to narrow squats and narrow deadlifts. Narrow does not transfer to wide. Try it. Try both techniques. Let me know which one you guys like the most.